Welcome back to the Talking Sports Podcast right here on YouTube, Apple Podcast, and Spotify. I am your host, Peter DiBiasi, and welcome into our fourth and final golf preview major of the season. Time flies when you're having fun in the world of golf. We've done a Masters preview, picked Rory McIlroy to win that, and he did. Did a PGA Championship preview, picked Scotty Scheffler to win that, and he did. Picked Kyle Morikawa to win the U.S. Open, and he did not. So 2-1 on winners. Fourth and final major, the Open. Used to be known as the British Open. It is just the Open now because it is not played in only British areas. It's in Northern Ireland. This year, Royal Portrush, which it was back in 2019 where Shane Lowry won his one and only major. So maybe take into account maybe Shane Lowry. As always, follow us on social media at Talking Sports PD on X and on Instagram. Link is in the description, as well as our YouTube, Apple Podcasts, and Spotify. Like, comment, and subscribe. And as always, we are sponsored by Underdog Fantasy. Get on Underdog Fantasy right now. Use the link in the description and use our code TSP for a 100% deposit match up to $100. If you are new here and you've never seen one of our golf preview episodes, well, this is how we do it. I give you 4 picks via DraftKings, and make sure you guys do including ties when you do top 10 and top 20 picks. I give you a top 20 pick. I give you a top 10 pick. I give you a sleeper. Not saying like he's going to win, but he's my sleeper pick to win it. And then I give you my winner. 2-1 on winners this year, so we're definitely in the plus when it comes to money over here. Okay, let's start it. Top 20. A European. His name is Viktor Hovland. I have Viktor Hovland finishing in the top 20. Currently via DraftKings, I'm recording Monday night. You guys will be seeing this on Tuesday. So the odds are obviously subject to change. They've changed a lot already since I looked at this Sunday. Right now, Viktor Hovland, including ties, is plus 135, plus money to finish in this top 20. He finished 11th last week at the Scottish Open, and I'm going to look at the Scottish Open as a frame point here because the Scottish Open is very similar to what we will be seeing at the Open this week. It's not an exact replica, but it's links style golf in similar weather conditions in a similar area. So I'm going to look at the Scottish Open as a point reference here. So he finished 11th last week at the Scottish Open. His most recent major, different courses, but when I try to give you guys major picks, I look at success at majors in the sense that he's played to the level of expectation. He's played to pressure. It's different when you play at the Scottish Open or the Travelers. Those are great tournaments. Those are remarkable tournaments on the PGA Tour. The Masters, the PGA Championship, the U.S. Open, and the Open have a different feel for it. There's a different pressure when you play in these majors. Finished 3rd at the U.S. Open. And some stats this year. He's 4th in strokes gained approaching the green. So he's been great at his approach game. He's first. I'm going to say this again. He is first in approach shots inside 100 yards. So inside 100 yards on the tour this year doesn't account for LIV players. So I'm making that crystal clear. Doesn't account for LIV players. He is first in approach shots inside 100 yards. He's also top 20 on tour in birdie average. And he's played in 4 career Opens. He had 1 subpar Open. But in the 3 other Opens he's played in out of the 4, he has a tied for 13th. He has a tied for 4th. And a tie for 12th. So he's played in 4 Opens in his career, only 4. And he's came in the top 15 3 times. He's came in the top 5 once. That means he has 3 top 20 finishes in 4 appearances at the Open. I think this is a slam dunk pick. He's turning the corner into what was probably a little bit of a subpar year. I like Viktor Hovland a lot this week. I think he has a great chance to finish in the top 20. Okay, you guys know me. I'm a huge PGA Tour guys. I don't pick a lot of LIV guys. I really don't. But for this one, I will. My top 10 pick at the Open, Jon Rahm. And you might be thinking, what are his odds to finish top 10? Top 10 including ties, according to DraftKings, plus 115. Right now, if you go bet it, I am not telling you to, but I'm telling you, if you do go bet it, you are getting plus money on Jon Rahm right now. That is a steal in my opinion. He's one of a lot of people's picks to win this thing. He is plus 115 in top 10. I am not going to break down what he's done on LIV, but he's been very good at LIV. A lot of top 10 finishes, a lot of top 5 finishes. There's an asterisk because of the competition, the level of 3 rounds, but he's been good. He's been good on LIV. So he hasn't been bad, but he's been good. I'm going to take that with a grain of salt. his majors is something that I really like to see here. He is finished in his 3 majors. Masters tied for 14th. So not a top 10, but a top 15. So right around it. Tied for 14th at the Masters. PGA Championship. Had a chance to win it. Kind of blew up in the last 5 holes. Tied for 8th. Top 10 finish. That's all you need. US Open. Let's do it one better. Tied for 7th. So he's played 3 majors this year. He has 3 top 15 finishes. You might be like, well, Pete, we need a top 10 finish here. That you do. He has 2 top 10 finishes in 3 major appearances this year. 8th at the PGA and 7th at the US Open, and it should have been better at the PGA. Some of his career performances at the Opens, his last 2 Open appearances, tied for 7th and tied for 2nd. He's been tremendous at the Open, and yes, it's a different course, but similar style of golf and experience at this level of major. So tied for 7th at the Open and tied for 2nd in his last 2 appearances, and in his last 5 Open appearances, 1 bad performance, 3 top 10s, and 1 tied for 11th. I wrote first. Clearly, he can't tie for first. Tied for 11th. So in his last 5 Open appearances, he has 3 top 10s and a tied for 11th. So he's been right around the top 10 or inside the top 10. He's been inside the top 10 twice this year at majors, at the 3 majors. And the other one was at the Masters, and he finished tied for 14th. And the last 2 Opens, he's finished 7th and 2nd, respectively. This guy is a pick to win this week. I almost picked him to win. And then I saw plus money. Plus 115 right now. It might drop because it's Jon Rahm, but plus 115 right now. You're getting plus money for Jon Rahm to finish top 10. I think that's a slam dunk pick. I like him to finish plus 115. I like him to finish in top 10. Before you give me my winner, I'm going to give you my sleeper. But before that, like, comment, and subscribe to the podcast. If you guys like these shorter episodes, this is going to be shorter. We're halfway through, and we're at 7:25 on the clock right now. We do long ones. We do 30 to 40-minute ones. I did a whole recap of NBA free agency, and that was 35 minutes. If you like those, let me know. If you like the shorter ones, let me know. But you can always listen on YouTube, Apple Podcast, and Spotify. So my sleeper of the week, he's currently sitting on Monday night via DraftKings, plus 7,500. 7,500 to win. That means $10 gets you $750 if Justin Rose. I just spoiled it for you. If Justin Rose wins the Open, he is my sleeper at plus 7,500. Something really special going on here. 6th at the Scottish Open. So I couldn't mention Jon Rahm's success at the Scottish Open because he didn't play in it because he's on LIV. Shame on him. Victor Hovland finished 11th last week at the Scottish Open. I referenced that. Justin Rose finished 6th at the Scottish Open. He's been pretty good in some of these bigger events. Tied for 3rd at Pebble, tied for 8th at the Arnold Palmer. Telling me that he's played up to the competition. He's been a late riser in some of these, besides the Masters. You guys know what he did at the Masters. He finished 2nd. He didn't only finish 2nd. He lost in a playoff in the Masters to Rory McIlroy. He had a chance to win the Masters. I'm going to say that again. Justin Rose was in a playoff to win the Masters with a remarkable Sunday. Remarkable first 2 days, kind of tailed off on Saturday, but was like, I'm not going anywhere. Was remarkable on the back 9 on Sunday. Caught Rory. Rory kind of self-inflicted wounds, which is Rory McIlroy for you right there. Ended up losing in a playoff because Rory birdied and Justin Rose parred. He has 22 appearances at the Open. This guy's a veteran. This guy knows what it takes to compete at this level. You know what he finished last year at the Open? He was tied for 2nd. He finished tied for 2nd last year at the Open. So he finished 2nd at the Masters this year. The year before at the Open, he finished 2nd. He has success here. He has 7 career top 20 finishes. And the last time it was at Portrush, he tied for 20th. Look, I get it. Tied for 20th isn't winning. That's why he's a sleeper pick, and that's why he's at plus 7,500. But if you're looking someone, and I've done sleeper picks at plus 4,000, I tried to go past plus 5,000, plus 6,000. Like Robert McIntyre at plus 3,500 or plus 3,000, wherever he's at, is a good sleeper pick in my opinion, but he's like 12th or 13th on the ranking. He's still a sleeper pick because of where he is and the guys in front of him. But that's a good value pick in my opinion. Someone that I thought about writing down. But Justin Rose at plus 7,500 is an extreme sleeper pick. That's the word sleeper. Maybe if you think like Pete, well, what is he to finish top 20? I don't know. I got to look at the DraftKings odds for the Open. But you want me to tell you what they are? I'll tell you what they are. For him to finish top 20, you will be getting plus money. I can tell you that. Including ties. Justin Rose. Did I pass him? I might have passed him. Let's do a little Command F on Justin Rose. That's Justin Thomas Rose. Plus 240. So if you're like, well, I like him, but I don't know if you can win this. And you might be right. You can get him at a plus 240 right now to finish in the top 20. Okay. I gave you Victor Hovland to finish top 20. Excuse me. I gave you John Rahm to finish top 10. Sleeper Justin Rose. I need to take a sip of water before I get the hiccups. And it creates suspense. If you're on Apple Podcasts or Spotify, it creates suspense. My winner for the 2025 Open Championship is Rory McIlroy. Did you think it was going to be anyone else? Picked him to win the Masters, and he did. Haven't picked him since, and that's okay. Wasn't great at the U.S. Open. Wasn't great at PGA. He was okay at the PGA, U.S. Open, to be honest, but wasn't great at anything else. Right now, Rory McIlroy. And did you really think I was going to pick anyone else? I started this major series picking Rory McIlroy to win the Masters. I'm going to end it, and we are going to be 3-1 this year on major picks with Rory twice and Scotty for a third. We forget about the U.S. Open and Kyle Morikawa pick. This is the pick at plus 750, the second best odds right now to win the Open behind Scotty Scheffler. I mentioned the Scottish Open for Justin Rose. I mentioned the Scottish Open for Victor Hovland. I'm going to mention it again for Rory McIlroy. Did he win the Scottish Open? No. He came in second. He was not great on the back nine. He was good on the front nine, 2 under, and then couldn't find a birdie. Didn't find any bogey, so kept him in it. Kind of ran out of chances and just all pars on the back nine. Comes in second. But I think that's somewhere where his game is going. He's had a good year. Some people want to say the last 2 months haven't been great. It's really been 2 tournaments. It's been one major, and it's been the Canadian Open where he was really bad, but he's been actually really good this year, which is why he's second in FedEx Cup standings. He's won the Masters, so we got that monkey off the back. 1 Pebble, 1 Players, and he's finding his form. Like I said, his last 2 tournaments, tied for 6th at the Travelers, which is a signature event, and tied for 2nd in the Scottish Open. And one thing I should mention, this is his home course. Royal Portrush is basically his home course. It's in Northern Ireland. He grew up in Northern Ireland. Who knows is better than Rory McIlroy? And his form's great. 6th at the Travelers, 2nd at the Scottish Open, has 3 wins this year with the Masters, Pebble Beach, and Players. And outside of 2 tournaments, the Canadian Open and a major, he has been really good this year. Some stats on tour just tell you how good he's been. He's 2nd in strokes gained on tour, 5th in strokes gained putting, 4th in strokes gained off the tee, 2nd in driving distance, and 10th in 1-putt percentage. He is finding his form. I think this is a perfect pick for this week at plus 750. I think he's exactly what he can do this week, and I think he's going to compete and he's going to contend for a chance to win this thing. If you want to bet him top 10, you get him at minus 140. So not the best odds, but if you like, I think he can get top 5, but I don't know if he's going to win. You can get him at plus money. So plus 750 is to win via DraftKings right now. If you think he'd make in top 5, throw including ties in there, and you get him at plus 105. So you can get him plus odds to finish top 5 if that's what you want to do. But I like Rory McIlroy to win it. It's his home course. He's been finding his form, 2nd at the Scottish Open. I think he's motivated to win here. Like he was motivated to win at the Masters to get his 5th major, get the green jacket, and complete the Grand Slam. He's motivated to win at his quasi-home course in his home country, which is Northern Ireland. That is going to do it for us on this edition, 4th and final major preview of the year. Hopefully you guys enjoyed our golf content. I probably will do a Ryder Cup episode depending on my schedule, my work schedule. I don't do this full time. This is not my job. I have a real job at MEC Sports, so this is not my full-time job. So come fall, it might be a little busier with college football season, but hopefully I can give you guys a Ryder Cup episode. But if not, hopefully you guys enjoyed all our golf content this year. It's been awesome. I'll go down my picks again. Victor Hovland to finish top 20. John Rahm to finish top 10. My sleeper pick, Justin Rose, and my winner, Rory McIlroy. If you guys missed any of this or you want to see JR's picks, Make sure you guys follow us on social media, Talking Sports PD. Right before the tournament starts, we'll be dropping our picks on X and on Instagram, so you guys do not want to miss that content. Link is in the description, as well as our Apple Podcast and Spotify. And as always, we are sponsored by Underdog Fantasy. Use code TSP for a 100% deposit match up to $100 on Underdog Fantasy. Link is in the description. Guess what's back, guys? Like I said, follow us on social media. You know what's back? Our player rankings. Dropping July 21st, we will start with our top 10 players in the NFL. Ton of NFL content, ton of college football content coming your way on the podcast and on social media, so you guys do not want to go anywhere. That is going to do it for us. Enjoy the final open. Hopefully you guys make some money this week. Hopefully Rory McIlroy wins, but if not, hopefully it's a great, remarkable finish and for the fourth and final major. That is going to do it for us. Make sure you follow us on social media. Thank you for everyone for subscribing. Road to 5K continues, and I'll see you guys in the next one.